News Channel 6 at 6.
Hello everyone, I'm Jenny Montgomery.
And I'm John Hart, in for Brad tonight.
Coverage you can count on continues with the federal investigation into Grovetown City Hall. Mayor Gary Jones claims he discovered citizen checks weren't being cashed by the city for months at a time. The city clerk has been put on administrative leave. Tonight we hear from one resident who saw our story Monday and says her check was one of those that didn't get cashed. Ashley Campbell is digging deeper tonight. She's in the studio with more.
Mayor Gary Jones says people have been coming out of the woodwork, claiming that their checks to the city were held for weeks, even months at a time before being cashed. Michelle King, who you are about to meet, is one of them. Michelle King has been a Grovetown resident for 3 years. She says checks that she wrote to pay her water bills went uncashed for long periods of time. Mayor Gary Jones says he recently discovered that numerous checks were withheld and that King isn't alone.
I would say probably 6 to 8 weeks a couple of times over the last 2.5 years.
So that's almost 2 months.
Right, almost 2 months at times.
That left King scratching her head as to why the checks weren't being cashed sooner.
Well, I was thinking, like, don't they need the money? And wondering what are they doing with it? Like, why is it being held there? Shouldn't they be ready? I mean, it's a small town, funds come in and they go out, and isn't that the normal process of how it's supposed to work?
The more she spoke out, she says other residents started to chime in.
A couple of other people said, yeah, you know, it takes mine a long time to clear. So I'm obviously not the only one.
Mayor Gary Jones reached out to the Treasury Department and the FBI, each of which launched an investigation. Since that investigation, City Clerk Vicky Capitello has been put on administrative leave. When asked if there was a connection between Capitello and the checks being held, Jones says he couldn't confirm it.
I certainly would hope not. Now, I'm not investigating that. That's something that's, I'm sure, part of the investigation. But, I mean, I certainly wouldn't rule it out totally, but I would certainly hope that's not the case.
Now King is hoping this investigation will answer a lot of questions when it comes to the city of Grovetown and her money. I did try to reach out to Vicky Capitello for a second day in a row, but she hasn't returned my phone calls or my texts. Now, this investigation is still ongoing, and again, no charges have been filed. John?
All right, Ashley Campbell reporting for us. Augusta City